What is the Eight Shields mentoring model? It's based on nature. The Eight Shields mentoring model is based on the patterns that can be observed in nature. It models these cycles, allowing the observer to categorize these patterns and apply them in a variety of settings. This mentoring approach is very effective at mapping the flow of learning. This model is also used for organizing effective team interactions and cultural processes within community, educational, business, and many other settings. We recognize that nature is the most powerful teacher. Basic cycles, including the phases of the day and the seasons, are easy to observe. They have much to teach us, and the lessons can be applied across many disciplines to increase our understanding of learning, mentoring, culture, and their effective application. The effects of the sun, for instance, can be seen to reach across the earth to influence the behavior of every living thing and all the forces of nature on the planet. When the sun rises, the birds sing. The sunrise also has a certain feeling or archetype within it. The sunrise feels different than midday and different than sunset. How does the rising sun make you feel? Inspired? Energized? Alive? If we were to capture the energy of the rising sun and that time of the morning, we might put it in a bottle and label it inspiration. In fact, we asked thousands of high school students to put a name on the feeling they get at that time of the day, and that is exactly what they came up with: inspiration. Each direction in the Eight Shields model has an archetype associated with it. The sun rises in the east. This inspirational principle of the rising sun becomes the archetypal energy of the east, which forms the base of what we call the East Shield. The word shield is often used to describe a coat of arms, a symbolic depiction that represents a lineage with its own history filled with deep meaning. There are 8 shields in this model. Each one of them corresponds to a time of day and the phases of many other natural processes. Each shield has its own unique energetic archetype, associated natural phenomena, and even its own relationship to the process of learning and mentoring. Each shield becomes a peg on which to hang layers of patterns in an orderly, natural way. It's a very useful tool to have this model. With the 8 shields cultural mentoring model, it becomes possible to map many of the phases and relationships that occur in nature, both on a grand scale and also within the nuances of human learning and culture. Within the context of mentoring nature connection, the 8 shields group has effectively used this model to map possible journeys of nature connection and to create a toolkit of methods to enhance this journey both on an individual and community level.